What if I told you, it's not what you say, it's how quietly you say it that makes someone feel closer to you? Most people try to impress, but the real magic, it happens when you speak less and feel more. We've all been there. You say the right words. You try to connect. You try to be interesting. But somehow, it just doesn't land. There's no spark, no depth, no pull. And then someone else walks in, says almost nothing, but the way they say it, calm, grounded, soft. And suddenly, everyone feels it. In this video, I'm going to show you how using a calm voice can completely transform how people feel around you. Not louder, not smarter, just calmer. And by the end, you'll know exactly what to say, and more importantly, how to say it. Let me ask you something. Who do you trust more? Someone who talks fast, tries to prove a point, and fills every silence? Or someone who pauses, speaks slowly, and seems completely in control? Exactly. A calm voice signals something powerful. It says, I'm not trying to impress you. I'm not chasing your approval. I'm already grounded. And that creates emotional safety. People don't just listen to your words. They feel your energy. And when your voice is calm, it tells them, without words, you're safe here. And safety is where connection begins. Here's where most people go wrong. They think attraction comes from saying the perfect line. So they overthink, they rehearse, they try to sound impressive. But in doing that, their voice tightens. It becomes slightly rushed, slightly forced, and people can feel that, even if they don't realize it consciously, because tension is contagious. But here's the twist. Calmness is contagious too. When you slow down your voice, you slow down the emotional environment, and suddenly, the other person starts feeling it. Their guard drops. Their breathing softens. They lean in without knowing why. So the goal isn't to say more. It's to create a space where words feel effortless. Now you might be thinking, okay, but what do I actually say? Here's something simple, but powerful. Instead of trying to impress, just say this slowly. I like talking to you. It feels easy. That's it. No big speech. No complicated words. But the way you say it matters more than the words themselves. Say it calmly, with a slight pause before and after. Let it land. Because what you're really communicating is, I'm comfortable here, and you can be too. And that creates something rare, emotional ease. And people crave that more than anything. Here's where it gets interesting. The real power isn't just in your voice. It's in what comes after. Silence. Most people rush to fill silence. They panic. They overtalk. But when you say something calmly, and then just pause, you create tension. Not awkward tension, but emotional anticipation. It makes the other person feel the moment. It gives your words weight. Try this. Say something simple, then hold eye contact for just a second longer than usual. Don't rush. Let the silence breathe. Because in that space, connection deepens. And suddenly, they're not just hearing you, they're feeling you. Attraction isn't always loud. It's not always playful or exciting. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's calm. Because calmness signals confidence, not the loud kind, not the look at me kind, but the kind that says, I don't need to rush. I don't need to prove anything. I'm present, and presence is magnetic. Think about the last time you felt truly comfortable around someone. They weren't trying too hard, were they? They were just there, grounded, calm. That's what people remember. Not your clever lines, not your jokes, but how you made them feel. So how do you actually do this? It starts with one simple shift. Slow down. Before you speak, take a small breath. Let your body relax. Then speak at 80% of your normal speed. Softer, not weaker, just softer. And here's something important. Don't rush to respond. Take a second. That. Pause. It makes you feel more intentional, more grounded, and strangely, more attractive. Because you're not reacting. You're choosing. And that subtle difference changes everything. Here's the truth most people never realize. The words you say are only half the message. The other half is how you make someone feel while you're saying them. And a calm voice does something powerful. It lowers defenses. It builds trust. It creates emotional warmth without effort, without force. So the next time you're talking to someone, don't try to impress them. Don't try to say the perfect thing. Just slow down, speak calmly, and let the moment breathe. Because sometimes the quietest voice in the room is the one people feel the most. If this made you see communication differently, comment below, calm wins, and tell me, have you ever felt this kind of connection with someone? If you want more videos like this subtle psychology, attraction, and emotional connection, make sure you subscribe, because the smallest shifts often create the biggest impact. And this one, it changes everything.